Today we're going to create the strongest legs in the entire universe, even if he's wearing potatoes for shoes. He's just running endlessly. Every time he crosses the 10-meter mark, we get $5. I don't care if he has to run for the next 96 hours straight, he's gonna do it. And we can use our hard-earned money to upgrade our speed. And then we can run that 10 meters a little bit quicker than before. This poor guy has no idea what I'm about to put him through. Well, isn't he just adorable? I could watch him run forever. But instead of doing that, we need to speed up his speed a whole lot. All the way to 20. Now let's see how that does with his stamina. That's still perfectly fine. So let's give him just a little more. Turns out this guy is in shape, because even now that stamina is not moving a little bit. This process is still too slow. I want those legs moving at light speed. And that's why we created auto clickers. Naturally, by putting on a different pair of shoes, costume, or hair will give me an extra bonus. So even if we get a nice round haircut that's a D, that's going to give us 2.5 times gold and experience acquisition. And he just somehow looks a lot more serious at this point, even with his potato shoes. But now it's 13 gold instead of 5 every time he runs a full 10 meters. And we're going to get a pink tracksuit. That's going to double our stamina and stamina recovery. As for shoes, we're running in flip-flops. That's actually going to give me a big speed multiplier, and it just looks good. It really ties the outfit together. Now look at us go. That actually all does make a really big difference. We're going a lot faster, earning all that money, so I'm just going to let him enjoy this outfit for a little while. We quickly saved up $500 that we're simply going to spend on speed. That's going to take us from level 37 to 51. That's got to be a big increase to speed. Once he gets cruising, we should be going through these 10-meter sections fast. Stamina is still staying nice and full, so I think it's time we do the challenge. And we're going to make an outright mockery of it by doing it in flip-flops. We've got to reach the end. We got 30 seconds to do it. We're halfway done. It's been 6 seconds. This is peak athletic performance. We've done it. Which means we can change our running machine. We have a goal distance of 50 meters now. And that's perfectly fine because the reward is a lot bigger. It'll take us longer to get there, but we make more money. Nothing can stop these flip-flops, nothing. Based on what I saw, I think we can also complete a 100-meter challenge. And it looks like we're going to be able to. The last one was only 50. This little guy's going twice as far. It's probably because of that streamlined haircut. That also actually unlocked the running machine to go 100 meters now. So I might as well just do that one. The reward is even higher again, despite the fact we're now going 10 times as far as the initial one. Running so hard his eyes are bulging right out of his head. But at the same time, this is going way too slow. I can't wait seconds to hit 100 meters. More speed. I'm going to spend several $1,000s just on speed. Now get running, you beautiful moron. Run and don't stop. We are finally starting to burn up a little bit of our stamina. We've got 25 in total. We're currently down to 19. I've decided to also get a relic. We got power water. That is important because that gives us sprint an extra 10%. Which is something we'll upgrade eventually. It's very expensive right now, so I'm not going to worry much about that. We are going to get a little bit of other stuff though. I took stamina and stamina recovery up to level 18 and 19. That's going to help him stay a little bit topped up while he's running endlessly. To help our happy little moron along, I've gotten him another D level haircut. That does actually combine to increase the golden experience acquisition to now 3 times. So now when he finishes his 100 meters, he gets $231. And we got a B tier outfit. That's actually a big upgrade. We jumped all the way over C, so we're not going to wear the pink tracksuit anymore, but we are going to wear the green hoodie. We're going to get 8.4 times stamina and stamina recovery. I really do love the flip-flops though. I know I'm going to have to change them out, I just don't want to. He looks so good running in those. And we were rewarded with E-tier shoes. That's a step backwards. Since we saved up another $3,200, we're just going to buy a whole bunch of speed. From level 81 to level 103. Now we're running like the wind. Nothing can catch us now. But since I've been saving up these gems this entire time, let's try and get some better shoes. We're going to open the Shows box. We're going to spend 100 gems to get 11 pairs of shoes. We got a few pairs of C's. But that's significant, especially because we can combine the weaker pairs all the way down. The C level shoes are going to give us 3.3 times speed. And that's a huge improvement over where we were. We're running about 10 meters a second at this point. We're still not quite at the ridiculous level I want us to be. We'll get there, but I'm going to be impatient about it. Which is why we're going to open some hair boxes and get more streamlined D-level haircuts. And we got muscle shirts for the man without muscles. But if we combine all of these, they will combine into the D level. We can combine the D levels into a C level, so we'll get a new haircut. We went from 4.5 times to 6.3 times gold and experience acquisition. So running 100 meters now gets us $437, so we're making a lot more money and we're doing it quick. And we're going to need some more speed on top of that. That is still going to make a pretty big difference on top of our magical shoes that are no longer potatoes. And we've somehow evolved to like a pretty regular looking gym guy. At least I think. I've never even seen a gym in my life. We just hit $5,000. Let's get a little bit of sprint and sprint probability. The numbers aren't going to go up by a huge amount, but over time these add up. We'll take them to level 10 for now. I'm going to spare a few extra points for these because these upgrades need some help. And the rest can just go back into speed because that's going to be our moneymaker. There's also some entities we can race, everything from humans to Superman to the universe. We're going to start with the mightiest creature of all, the courier. You know you're successful in life when you could beat a courier in a race. He's not a very fast courier. We are absolutely destroying him. Not really sure why we did that, but wasn't it rewarding? Well, I think we're more than overdue to escalate at this point, so I'm going to spend 500 gems opening 55 pairs of shoes, out of which we got 2 A tier. They're even fancy dress shoes or something with a green background. So let's combine our way down, then we'll admire how good they are. We currently have a 4.2 times speed multiplier, and by equipping these we now have a 13.4 speed multiplier, so we're 3 times as fast. And again, they really just suit the outfit. It's like the game's made by fashion designers. Okay, let's see how fast he goes now. That's better. Now we're running probably 50 meters every second, so we're 5 times as fast as we just were. That's the power of a good pair of shoes. For those of you that like going to the gym, put on a pair of these. You'll go much faster. This makes earning money so much quicker, especially when you get a runner's high. So with this new pair of shoes, we're going to challenge a 500-meter race and we're going to destroy it. It's all in the shoes. That means we can upgrade our running machine. We're now going to have to run 500 meters, but we're going to get $2,500 reward for doing it. Our inhuman stamina is still so strong, we're hardly using any. I kind of lost track of how much money we have. We have 3A 7,529, so that might be 37,000. Whatever the case, we're going to spend it on more speed. That was a lot of upgrades, so our speed's going to be nice and quick. I guess we are making $2,500 for running 500 meters, so we'll just let him enjoy this for a little while. He is sprinting every once in a while, and that actually burns through the stamina, so we need more recovery. So I'm going to spend whatever $30,000 on stamina recovery, and that's going to be a big increase. Now that little green line shoots right to the top, and hopefully that's enough to overcome his sprinting abilities. I also just clicked on the gold foot button. I wasn't sure what it did, but apparently it just feeds me endless amounts of money. So I won't complain with that. I'm pretty sure that just gave us like $75,000, which we're naturally going to turn into more speed. That's another 30 levels of speed and just way quicker progress. Should probably spend a few dollars on stamina at this point too, just to make sure we have a good reserve. That put us up to 1,336 stamina, so we should be okay. I wish I knew earlier how often this gold button would show up. I could be running on a gold treadmill many times by now. But better late than never, there is $100,000. So we'll spend that on speed and only speed. And we've quickly saved up another 500 gems. Which means we're going to open up 55 hair boxes and hopefully get like a double S tier. And wow, we got lots of A tiers though. So we're currently getting 12.5 times gold. Now we're getting 51 times, so that's four times better, over 4 times better. So every time this fashionable beauty finishes the treadmill, we are getting $20,000. We're going to try the 1 kilometer challenge, and so far we're actually doing it. I wasn't sure we'd be able to do this one, but we're destroying it. It's all in those shoes. That means we can move to the 1 kilometer treadmill, but that's going to give us a ton of money every time we finish it. And we're quick enough that we can do a kilometer fairly quickly. This one is starting to eat up our stamina, so we would actually have to spend some money there. And I forgot about my money treadmill thing. It's giving us $5,000 every nanosecond now, so that's going to be some easy money. I don't really know how much money we have anymore, but it's just a lot. So we're going to spend some of that on speed for sure, but we're also going to spend some of that on stamina because that needs to catch up. And stamina recovery too. I know at some point these are going to start to work against me. I spent the rest of the money on sprint and sprint probability. I mean, that's probably going to help, I guess. I'm not really sure. I just click on things and wait for stuff to happen. I've saved up an absolute ton of money, so that's all going straight to speed. So we're going from 53 whatever meters all the way up to 60 meters. That might not seem that impressive, but that's still like a 15% increase. And we were already very fast. I think it's time we have another race. We do get money for beating these guys. This one's a biker. Given our... think we're gonna win this one. He is at like the 5 meter mark, which means we've unlocked the Thief. Luckily for us, we have rocket boots attached to us. We're not going as quickly ahead of him as we were the last guy, but we've also left him behind. To be fair, he was held down by large bags of money. So we're gonna sit back and relax for a few minutes and just let him run his heart out. He's been running and running. Look at all the money we have. I'm gonna spend that on speed. It's not gonna be a ton of upgrades, but it's gonna be enough that we are still going a lot faster. And then of course we have the golden treadmill going again, so we're just gonna pile on the money. For now it's just us and our treadmill, our methamphetamine infused treadmill that makes us get a real runner's high. We're gonna spend so much money on speed today, he's gonna be unstoppable. We're currently going 66 meters, I believe, every second, 69 meters. That's a 5% increase. But that definitely tells me we're going to need to make a little bit more speed. And because we need more speed, we're going to open another 55 shoes boxes, and these ones should have better odds because I'm a higher level. Well, you know what? We got a whole bunch of free shoes. That's the important thing to remember here. And we can still combine them all. There are a lot of low-level stuff, but they do stack up over a little bit of time. So we actually did get an extra A, so our speed went up by a 1 times multiplier. So we are now making money faster than ever before. It doesn't take as long to run a full kilometer. I managed to combine runner's high with the golden treadmill, so that should be some very easy quick money, which we're naturally going to spend all on speed. From 76 meters a second to 77, so those are getting expensive, prohibitively so. But I can get some cheap upgrades, like these only cost $816 so far, now they're costing thousands. But sprint probability would actually be a good thing if we could manage to level that up to a reasonable amount, because it's almost up to 10%. Sprinting obviously uses a lot of stamina, but it makes us go 3 times faster. Maybe we'll have better luck unlocking some better hair for more gold. We can only open 11 of them right now, but I'm feeling lucky. Can I have an S tier? Nope, we got a bunch of garbage. I've got an idea of how to start spending my fortune maybe a little bit differently. I'm going to see how much I can get my sprint probability up. We're at 8.2% currently, spending all that money. It took us up to 13.3, which is actually like a 50% increase. So we should end up sprinting a lot more, and that's going to give us a lot of extra speed, experience, and money. I've saved up some more gems, so I'm trying very, very hard to get some better shoes. But I'm not feeling particularly lucky in this moment. We did get a pair of A shoes actually, I saw that. Which would have actually added a lot of the speed onto there because we got a stack of 4 of them now. And wouldn't you know it, we got 5 B tier, so that can turn into 1 more A tier. Which means we could turn the 5 of these to go from the 14% they were at to 27. I think we were at like 12 or 13%, then we got an extra A, now we're double A, so we just basically doubled our speed. And for the first time we have white shoes, but now we're going to go super quick. There's 1 kilometer or 1,000 meters. There's another kilometer. There's another kilometer. So let's find out if our newfound speed is faster than a police officer. Wow, we are a lot faster than a police officer. We are already done. He's 25% of the way there. And we're going to try the next challenge. We've got to run to the end. We're slightly ahead of that purple line now. We're way ahead. The sprint actually really helps. Okay, we did that in 2/3 of the time. That means the new running machine is going to go from 4 A's to 25 A's every time we finish it. But we're going to go through stamina quite a bit quicker on this treadmill, so I've got to upgrade that. But that's what we got all this money for. So stamina recovery is going way up, stamina itself, and then the rest can go to sprint. I don't know if I can sprint endlessly, but I can sprint for quite a while. As long as I can make it to 5 kilometers, we're going to be rich enough to buy more upgrades. But at this point, it looks like we're going to need a lot of stamina recovery. Then again, I only have a B tier for stamina and stamina recovery, so we're going to need more clothes. So we're going to open up a few of those. We did get more B tiers, and that's actually going to help us a lot. I opened an A tier along the way. I didn't even notice. For now, we're just going to combine. That way we're sure to get our maximum bottom. But now we're going to get 20 times multiplier for stamina and stamina recovery. And we're actually wearing a military uniform. But we're going to be able to run pretty much endlessly with this kind of recovery. Now we're going to try an underwater race. I have 30 seconds to go somewhere and I'm underwater. This one might be a close one. If we could sprint at some point, I would feel a lot better about our odds. Okay, we're not in a very sprinty mood underwater, which is a shame because we would get a lot of gems if we could actually complete this one. I believe in you, just start running faster. That's actually crazy considering how fast we are. Well, I still have my money producing treadmill. He loves to sprint here, he just won't do it when we're underwater. We need to also try for some better hair so we get more gold. So far it's not looking optimistic. I thought that since I was a higher level, I might get some better chances here. I am pretty close here though. If I get 1 more B tier, I'll get another A tier, which will put me into double A tier. I also remembered there's those relic boxes, so things like this will probably make a big difference. Like this gave me an extra 1% runner's high speed. Some of these other things are probably a lot better. I am also about to hit level 20, so I'm going to convince myself that that gives me higher odds of good things happening. I just randomly opened one of these and actually got the B tier haircut I need. Because we can combine those into another A tier, which put that up by a 4 times multiplier, but now if I combine these 5 together, we go from a 55 to a 97 times gold and experience acquisition. So we're making gold at an even stupider rate than before, and now our camo matches our camo that match our white shoes. Okay, all of this vast fortune we have is once again going into speed upgrades. It's going to go through it very quickly because upgrades are expensive. But that was actually good, we added 10 meters a second. Then if we run ourselves along the gold treadmill for a minute, we can save up another large fortune that I'm going to spend on sprint probability to go from 13.5% to 15 point something. 16.2, that was actually a pretty considerable upgrade also. So we're going to try the underwater thing again. I'm hoping my sprint actually activates once in a while. It's very close. Okay, the sprint actually started going there. We pulled ahead of the purple. If we could sprint just a little more, we might actually still do this. I think we're going to make it because we sprinted again. We did it. 300 gems. And I went ahead and tripled that because gems are everything. We know of 1,000 of them. So I think we're going to try and get some better shoes. Maybe some S or double S tier. Because we have 1,000 gems, we can open 110 of these to hopefully get something amazing. We did get some double A tiers actually. So let's just do that again. If we get some more double A tiers, yes I am. This time we weren't as lucky, but we did get one A tier. But getting more double A tiers took our speed way up to a 35 times multiplier, and we can combine our way down the list. We're actually really close. If we got one more A tier, we get a double A, which would put us into S tier. So while we debate our next move, we're just going to sit here and enjoy some treadmill action. I've also just acquired one of these things. That lowers my stamina consumption by 0.1%. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can push the shoes into S tier now. We just need a little bit of luck. And we'll see if we can get there. It is. That's all we needed. So now we can go from a 38 times speed multiplier to a 65 for the dressy S shoes. And these look pretty wild as you get deeper down through the numbers. But now we're going to be faster than lightning. 5 kilometers is going to blink right by. We now have a 10-kilometer race. We got to see if we can beat the pink line. And I think we're going to do it especially with a sprint. I didn't think we were going to make that look so easy. That means we get a 10-kilometer running machine, which obviously is going to take a little more effort to get through, but it's going to pay out even better again. So he's going to spend the next 18 months doing exactly this, and we'll come back with some even better upgrades.